MGTOW Australia. How deep does the rabbit hole go? Most men that are traumatised by divorce are left wondering and thinking to themselves, what the hell happened? Traumatised, frustrated, saddened and possibly even angry, their forevision is severed and broken. And when they go through the court process system, the judicial officers, police, lawyers, etc. do not give the slightest shit that their life is ripped and crippled. As a matter of fact, even when it is clearly apparent that the man is innocent of any wrongdoing, the man is still looked at as if he is the criminal. This is not new information, as I have already discussed this in my previous videos. Now, if truth and justice was a destination, then there are many stop signs that are put in place that work against a man from reaching this destination. The blatant murder of truth is petrifying, especially in Australia, specifically the state of New South Wales. When men are bamboozled by the court industry and robbed of their children, assets and wealth, the only thing that they can think of is the safety of their children. This is biology at play, and the courts and government take advantage of this. They take advantage of this so much so that they have stripped the ability for the truth to be told. Yes, a major stop sign for the truth to be revealed in court is the banning of polygraph lie detector tests to be held in New South Wales. And if somebody that has a result of a polygraph lie detector test that were taken outside of New South Wales, these results cannot be used in court unless both parties agree that the results be used. Why is this so? Why would a court process system deny the truth to be revealed in court, especially a family court where the children's lives and future are at stake? In R versus Murray, Sinclair DCJ in the District Court of New South Wales set out the reasons as to why polygraph evidence was inadmissible after the accused sought to call the operator of a polygraph machine to validate that his charges were correct after taking a lie detector test. The judge stated that the polygraph operator's testimony was not valid because his expression of an opinion as to the facts on the issue should be within the province of the jury to determine on the facts presented to them by witnesses who perceived them by the exercise of their physical senses. The judge also stated that the witness was not a qualified expert, but rather an operator and assessor of a polygraph machine. The polygraph was invented in 1921 by John Augustus Larson, a medical student at the University of California at Berkeley and a police officer of the Berkeley Police Department in Berkeley, California. According to Encyclopedia Britannica, the polygraph was on its 2003 list of greatest inventions. So a vindictive mother takes off with your children. She claims that she was raped by the father of the children, or that the father has sexually molested his children. When asked if they would perform a polygraph test, the father puts his hand up and says that he would love to, but the mother refuses to put her hand up. It is obvious as to why this is so. So the judge has banned a forklift from being used in a workshop because it's the operator that knows how to bring the load up or down, the pulleys, the actual the forks, and all the mechanical objects in the actual forklift machine mean nothing. The result means nothing. We are living in a scary time, my friends. The truth has been shot and is bleeding to death, while law that cloaks itself in a deceptive uniform of justice runs rampant to destroy men's lives, and the transfer of wealth from man to female continues. This is most clearly by design. Check this out. Polygraph lie detector tests are extremely accurate. They are machines. They cannot lie. A human being human is susceptible to bias. Why would the family court ban lie detector tests via legislation and yet allow a specialist psychiatrist report to be admissible as evidence? Who are these psychiatrists? These specialist psychiatrists are court appointed. What do these court-appointed psychiatrists charge for a report, or what is also known as a family report? Please give me a moment and I will tell you. Firstly, a polygraph lie detector test usually costs around $1,000 to carry out and that is inclusive of a written report. So how much do these so-called specialist psychiatrists charge for a family report? They charge anywhere between $8,000 to $14,000. Yes, for a couple of hours of interview and a written report, the courts will comfortably dish out work to these so-called experts for a report thought up by a human being and written by a human being, and deny a written report by an operator that can read a polygraph lie detector machine that gets straight to the truth. Why? Is it not obvious? The court process system needs to keep the lies working so this well-greased machine keeps spinning. A machine that upholds the law through legislation that destroys justice. Justice does not exist. Only the illusion of justice does. Big red stop signs exist everywhere for the truth and justice to be shot down real quick, real fast. Many of these stop signs are held up not only by legislation but also enforced by immoral, ruthless, unethical beings that call themselves human. They work for different agencies. How can a person that claims to have good morals and be ethical work for an organisation that is clearly blocking access of a father to see his children? How can any person that claims to be ethical work for an agency that will hear only one side of a story, knowing that the story may be a lie and that the consequence of not investigating will be devastating to the children and the father? How can they accept to do such a job? Is it not a surprise that over 95% of this type of work is done by females? Agencies such as JIRT, Joint Investigative Response Team, DV units, Domestic Violence Units, FACS, Family and Community Services, family law lawyer firms, Centrelink, solicitors, and the list goes on. Section 72 of the Crimes Act, Section 317 of the Crimes Act, and other acts within the Crimes Act are all blocked by these stop signs, and the stop signs deter justice from being upheld. These sections and others may exist and give the impression that the law is good, but recent legislation has now even caused for these sections in the Crimes Act to be null and void. You are at the mercy of the police, who are the gateway to the misandric divorce man killing machine, and the courts who make the orders. The police are not there to uphold justice. It is actually not their job. They are there to uphold the law, no matter how misandric it may be. It is weird how when one falls into this rabbit hole, he realizes all the so-called administrative work and investigative jobs that have been created for females when these jobs lack substance, morals, ethics, and so forth. The amount of jobs of the above nature that have been created will blow your mind away. Is this what we are supposed to believe is equality, where a man's life is disposed at the whim of a female's complaint based on lies and deception? Wait, hang on. I have damning evidence that the mother lied about these allegations. I have evidence. Sorry, mate, the case is closed. The investigation is over. We can't do nothing for you. What? Case is closed? You didn't even tell me there was an investigation in the first place. Sorry, buddy, but we can only do what legislation allows us to. But what about my kids? What about my children? Sorry, mate, we can't do anything for you. These sorry bastards can't do anything for you, but they will welcome a mother with red carpet on the floor, open the door for her, allow her to spit out all the false sexual allegations that she wants, knowing that she is lying. Yes, knowing that she is lying. Making reports of these allegations that work against you as a man, and then thanking her in writing for her attendance and concerns, and then close the investigation, close the case, and you didn't even know that there was a case or investigation. Wow. Where is the polygraph lie detector test in all of this? Oh yeah, I must have forgot. It's banned. This is not conspiracy theory. This is conspiracy fact. The rabbit hole is a lot deeper than what you may think.